Not sure how long it'll last with no rain, but I'm gonna take it and be thankful. Even just little things like getting my bear bag down when it's not raining. I try my darndest to get my tent down when it's not raining, but it's gonna take a little bit longer this morning. Everything's wet in it. But I choose to be thankful for the moments that it's not raining. Yeah, that's been my reality. When I say everything's wet, like, I'm not kidding. My fanny pack, there's no way to actually tell by the video. It's just soaked. But I haven't, like, touched my face or my hair yet this morning. There's not that big of a difference when I do or don't. Anyway, I got the last room at a hotel in Pearisburg. Like, I literally want to cry. I'm so excited. I had been texting hostels and everybody was full. And I'm like bound and determined to not get discouraged today. And so it's just like another day of everything being wet. And so I am so excited. I called the Plaza Motel. I don't think it's quite like the Plaza in NYC, but I do not care. I'm excited. I know, it's just like there's nothing you can do because everything's wet. It is what it is. But man, I put my shoe on and I knew it was gonna be wet, but it was like sloshy. Like slashy. I just gotta oh, okay. That should help a little bit. So a couple of hikers came through this morning that made me feel like really a little bit more at ease. I don't pull the mama bear out here too much, but I am worried about my friends that had to do those crossings after I did with all that much more water. So I texted them this morning and I was like, I would feel a little bit better if you please just let me know when you're through that. So try not to worry about them, but it does make me feel better that at least 2 people did get through, because like, I'm not kidding. I'm like, I didn't know if the trail was like about flooded when I went through, and we got so much more rain that I'm like, I didn't know if they would be like stuck at the shelter or not able to get through those water crossings. So I'm thankful that at least some people did. So okay, I packed up my tent and it was not raining. I'm fixed to hit the trail. It's not raining. It'll probably rain. It's okay. So thrilled that I am going to be able to dry some things out tonight and sleep in a bed. And I'm just going to be thankful today. So this morning, when I was just fixing to step foot on trail, my friends Overshoot and Fire were coming around the corner. They had stayed at the Wapiti shelter, so I was like so thankful to see them. Just kind of like as proof that like the people that I knew weren't like flooded in. Or I was worried last night, like just thinking about all that water continuing to go down. Like I was worried about like it totally flooding out everyone's tents and them having to like scramble on the rooftop of the shelter until a helicopter came and picked them up. I worry, I think, more about I can see, I guess, why people worry about me, like my sisters or my mom and stuff, and I'm like, oh, I'm fine, but I get it. So that was good. I hiked with them for about 5 miles. They're staying at Woods Hole. Hi, bunny rabbit. What? Hello, buddy. That's funny. Yesterday I asked somebody what their favorite Disney movie was, and they said Up, and I was like, oh yeah, I quote that all the time, squirrel. But in that case, it was Bunny. Okay, anyway, they're staying at Woods Hole tonight, so they just left. But it was really good hiking with them because it, I haven't hiked with friends in like I don't know, a long time.
Anyway, so that was nice. And it was nice to try to match their pace, which I did. It was tough, but I pushed myself. So that was good. Also, Mito and Boo Boo, who I was super worried about, did text me this morning. They made it through the water crossings. And actually, the guys over Shooting Fire told me that the water levels were a little bit down today compared to when I went through. So thankful to hear that. Thankful that, but Mito and Boo Boo, I did worry about them because they didn't make it to the shelter. So they were staying just like by a creek and like all the flooding, and they had to like move their tents because they got washed out. So I know they didn't have a good night either. So it's a new day. No significant rain to speak of. Oh, but Overshoot gave me a pack cover. I told him that I needed to get one because like everything is getting wet, and he's like, I haven't used mine. My pack is waterproof. So it was like a win-win situation. He offloaded some ounces, and hopefully I'll have a dry pack from that one. So I think we're allowed to endure things in life to set like a threshold, right? Like if you survive that, you can survive this. So right now I'm walking up to this. And prior to the 2 crossings that I made yesterday, that would have been like, oh my gosh. And now it's like, okay. And I have less than 10 miles left, and this is the first really today that the trail's been a river. So far today it's just been wet, but not a river. So again, the thresholds that were set yesterday will carry me to Maine, I think. Oh, let me clarify. I didn't mean that I don't think it'll get worse than that before Maine. I just mean like, you know, that'll help the next tough thing not feel as tough. And then if I do have a tough thing that's harder than yesterday, then that'll be my new threshold, and that'll help the next tough thing not seem as tough. As bad as my memory is, it might surprise you to know that I actually do have quite a few Bible verses memorized. My friend Amanda and I decided to start memorizing Bible verses when we've been saying for years, like, oh, I wish I could memorize Bible verses, but I'm just not good at it. And then he was 2 at the time, started spouting out memory verses that he learned at church. And we were like, oh, maybe we can. Anyway, so for my life circumstances, things that I've been through, I might have a little wet up. And choosing to want to grow and not wallow. One verse, or it's a few verses, that has been like critical to my healing, growth, emotional well-being is James 1:2-5. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. I really love that. That kind of goes off of what, that incline all of a sudden. Kind of goes off of what I was saying, like having that threshold can be a powerful thing, like choosing to learn and grow from trials rather than just like letting them undo you. And that does not mean at all, not at all, that we're not allowed to like feel our emotions in the moment. I sure felt my emotions yesterday. You know, that doesn't mean that you have to like be fake and like, oh, I'm so glad that I'm going through this trial. But you know, when you can get that mindset of like, okay, this is an opportunity for growth, it can just really be a powerful thing. crazy how much we see other flowers like all day long, rhododendron and mountain laurel, but the lady slipper is quite elusive. Not surprisingly, when the trail's not a river, it's super muddy, slippery rock. I kind of would take the slippery rock over the mud, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, she's a little nasty today, but nothing like yesterday. Oh, the good thing about the trail being so washed out is my shoes have gotten like just caked in mud, but now we get a river to walk in, so clean them off a little bit. Almost. I'm sure it'll get deeper. Oh, also, you may have noticed this is my debut wearing shorts. Not because it was going to be hot today, but because my leggings were like next level saturated, not just wet, but like ridiculous. Oh yeah, well, I got the mud off, but here we go again. Oh, that wasn't that bad. Anyway, so my leg. Let's take a look-see. Oh, there we go. Look, it looks so good. It's like practically healed. I'm so thrilled with that. I imagine that's quite lovely sometimes. This right here is the reason why I normally wear leggings. I hate exposing my legs to like this, ticks, sunburn, poison ivy, itchy plant. Oh, hi. I don't know if you should be walking over by me. Holy crap. Okay. Hi. You're very adorable. Mama, I'm gonna leave your girl alone, or your boy. Or maybe you're a teenage brother. I don't know. I think we're having a standoff. They are not fazed by my presence whatsoever. See, here's the thing, dear. I'm trying to be a purist and like walk every inch of the Appalachian Trail. So if I went around you, I would be messing that up. But that's okay. Oh, thank you. That was so sweet. You are just too sweet. I hate to say it, but like I wonder if people have like fed these deer. Like they are just so chill. Oh, that's not very ladylike. Must be a guy. I'll zoom in on this one. At least they're trying to follow, leave no trace, and they went off trail a little bit.
You are beautiful. All right, this is the Pierce Ledges. Get ready for some epic views. You know they're epic when you got a rock like this. Ooh, it's gorgeous. Well, somebody was saying today, like, making a list of all the things that we missed, like views and whatnot, and coming back someday to get them. But that's the thing, you never know. There's that coconut macaroon again. Also kind of looks like a puffer fish. I realize it'll probably be stopped in, but I don't know. I kind of feel like I see not clouds over there. Let me try to navigate over here. Oh. Okay. Cross your fingers. Oh. That's hilarious. Because there's not clouds, but there's leaves. Too funny. Oh well. I'm digging all these cool rocks. That's cool looking. Actually, looks a little slippery. I can put my phone away. Dude, that is so cool. Like, that could be like a place to sleep. I would hit my head, but that's so cool. There's views in there. I don't know if we get any more like open ledges to see them. Oh. Oh, there was a big river. Or is that a road? It's a river, I think. So this is Pearisburg, where I'm staying tonight. I just fell. It was super steep. And it's so muddy. And you're probably like, why do you have your phone out right now? Because it's not as steep right now, I promise. It was super steep back there. And I did not have my phone out or anything like that. And I was paying super duper attention. I had my trekking poles, but it was just like so slippery. So whatever. I caught my fall with my hand. Looks like it's okay. There might be just like a tiny little cut, but it's okay. Super thankful. I have little close moments a lot where you just have to be thankful, you know, like that could have been a broken wrist or
something like that. Gorgeous. Kind of makes me want to like climb back up to whatever I was at earlier, the Pearis ledges or something like that, that I was all stopped in and couldn't get a view. I'll take that though. Sometimes the beauty just literally makes me stop in my tracks. And that is what just happened. Oh, I feel like the camera is not making it as beautiful as it is. But this is gorgeous to me. That is my kind of forest. That is so pretty. All right, it's too muddy for me to walk and record though. Ah. Have I ever mentioned that green's my favorite color? I just had a thought. The motel I'm staying at said to ask for the through hiker rate, and I did, but maybe it's because they charge extra if you're a through hiker, rolling in all nasty. Ignore those power lines, and that is beautiful. And I'm not mad about the power that I am fixing to enjoy, for the record. Oh, wow. Aren't you pretty? Nice. Yeah, that's been the trail. It's been so muddy this last little stretch, like bad muddy. But I'm almost there. Less than a mile to where I get off, and then there's differing reports about how long of a road walk I have. I was gonna like see how I felt when I got to the road walk part. Oh, when I say road walk, I mean like it's not part of the trail. So I feel like a comment on Far Out said it was a mile uphill. So I texted a shuttle driver, and they were like, I felt really shamed. He was like, he or she was like, yeah, I mean, I could do it, but just so you know, it's only a half mile. And I was like, oh, well, I heard it was a mile uphill, which, like, for a hiker, especially when you've hiked all day. Hold on, I gotta get a picture of that. And it's off trail, like a mile on trail. I was like, oh, it's only a mile. And a mile off trail, I was like, oh my gosh, that's a mile. So I don't know. I might be a big girl and just do it, but. I'm not sure if it's just a mindset thing, but I'm not kidding. So I'm officially not on the trail anymore. I'm doing my road walk into town. And the second that I like got off trail, I've had a couple hot spots with my toes. Don't actually think they're blisters. I think they're cuts. But anyway, like literally the second I got off trail, they're like screaming at me. It is a mile. It is uphill. And there's like no shoulder. I got a shower. I have my gear hanging up to dry. Super important. And I got my laundry done. So, oh, and I had pizza. Well, a calzone and good breadsticks. So it's all good. My toes are killing me. I think I did have my first blister develop and pop already. Either that, it's hard to say because I checked it last night and it didn't look like a blister, but it looks like a popped blister. But it's just like I have a huge area of raw skin on one of my toes and a little area of raw skin on one of the other ones. So I'm gonna doctor those up, keep kind of tending to my gear, and hopefully get a good night of sleep.